We'll be looking at what I did for email marketing for this store. I'm not the best email marketer or an expert in it, but I'll fill you guys in on what I do and what I'm currently doing, including the numbers behind everything. Send out emails, I'm using a platform called Klaviyo, and I think this is one of the most powerful tools out there. If you're new to email marketing, Klaviyo has a whole mini course free of cost on their website. I'll link it below this video for you guys so you guys can go through that on your own time. It's like hours worth of content, way too much to cover in this video, but it's worth it and it's completely free. So now we'll take a look at some of the results, then I'll go through my general setup and what you guys should keep in mind when building out your email flows. So email marketing can make a pretty decent chunk of your revenue, and it's essential to a strong funnel. For my stores, I easily see a 15 to 20% in extra revenue from email marketing, as you guys can see on the screen, and this is excluding any campaigns. What you guys see on screen are the main flows I have set up for email marketing. These are pretty much what most e-commerce stores and brands will have set up for themselves. You're going to have your welcome emails, which is what people will receive when they sign up on your email newsletter, and we'll go into how to collect those in a bit. We're also going to have our abandoned cart emails, which is self-explanatory. Browse abandonment pretty much complements the abandoned cart flow, and then you have your post-purchase emails, which people receive after purchasing from your store. This is all surface level stuff you guys can do your research on, and again, I'll have all the resources below to save you guys time and cut out all that noise. I just want to give you guys resources so you guys can learn directly from the sources that I learned from. So our welcome series did $100 in revenue last year on one of our smaller brands here that did $1 million last year, and we actually set up email marketing for the store really late. As you guys saw, in December we did 23%. And then in November, we did 17%. And then the month before that, it was pretty much zero. So let's go into the setup I use for my welcome series. When someone signs up to my newsletter, I first have a conditional split that filters the purchasers out. I'm sending out an email as soon as someone signs up onto my flow. This email is just giving them a discount, and the discount will be the same discount I'm offering them to sign up onto my newsletter. There is an email I sent out instantly, email number 1, we'll just name it email number 1. And then after that, I'm waiting an hour later. Then that's email number 2. And this email is just a reminder that their discount is going to expire soon. I'll show you guys some examples on the screen right now of emails I wrote. I'll explain the reasoning for the copy and design I use in a bit after I explain the setup, so just bear with me. After this second email, we're waiting 4 hours later now for email number 3. Again, another email, again mentioning that their discount is expiring. And as you're sending out the emails, you always want to incorporate some sort of trust, scarcity, or urgency. Then 2 hours later is email number 4. The same style of email, remind them that the discount is expiring, incorporating trust factors, scarcity, urgency. And then after this, I'm waiting 2 days to allow them to open their emails. Then I'm filtering them out by whether they open the email or not, so I can keep my list healthy. You want to be segmenting and filtering to keep your email list healthy so you can land in the inbox rather than the spam more often. So some questions. Why am I sending so many emails in a 24-hour period? First, you don't have to worry about spamming your customer. Don't worry about that, because they'll be able to unsubscribe if they want to, and we'll be able to filter them out in the end anyway. We don't really care about the people that don't care about our emails. Second, there is a huge conversion rate drop after 24 hours. So I want to be maximizing that time window where the customer is hot and ready to buy. This comes down to a fundamental marketing rule that I learned reading the book Over Deliver. In the book, they mentioned recency. In a nutshell, the newer the person is on your list, the hotter they are. And hot just means they are more likely to take an action, and this goes for retargeting, this goes for upselling, and you see this principle play into full effect with one-click post-purchase upsells. And for retargeting, I had a 1-day retargeting campaign, and that was one of my biggest campaigns, which ran on autopilot. Why am I only sending emails with discounts and offers? That's because that was the incentive in the first place that got the person to sign up onto my email list. And this again comes down to one of the foundations of direct response marketing, which is message matching. All the messaging in my email flows will revolve around trust, scarcity, and urgency. If I wanted to send long form copy and inform the customer about my brand, then the messaging on my email sign up would be much more different. It doesn't make sense to have customers sign up onto your emails for a discount, then send them emails about your brand. That just doesn't make sense. Now let's take a look at the abandoned cart flow. So the abandoned cart flow is the second biggest revenue generating flow for across all my stores, and it's pretty much the same concept as the welcome series. Under 24 hours, scarcity, urgency, and trust factors. The first email I send is after 15 minutes. So first email, 15 minutes, email number 1. And this is just giving them a discount that is bigger than the discount in their welcome series flow. It's just reminding them that they abandoned the cart. Then after that, 4 hours. And then after 4 hours, I'm sending them email number 2. Same thing. And then after 2 hours, I'm sending them email number 3. From there, I'm just sending them an email every other day for the next 7 days. Then at the end, I'm filtering them out by engaged or not engaged. Basically, how I created this flow was I just broke down another brand, signed up onto their email flow, and then I looked at the timestamps when they would send out their emails and the messaging in each one, and then I just copied it and revised it to fit my own needs. Again, I always reverse engineer, and I always tell everyone just reverse engineer. Don't reinvent the wheel. And there's a saying that great artists steal. And the post-purchase flow I mainly use to decrease the buyer's remorse and attempt to build a relationship with the customer. Customers do not refund relationships, they only refund transactions. Of course, unless you're a shitty person. I'm going to give you guys some really good examples of personalized emails you guys can send out for your post-purchase emails below this video too. But basically, we're going to be utilizing Klaviyo's tags to send automated personalized emails to our customers. To collect emails, we're going to be using the app called Wheelio. Even though it may look a bit spammy at first glance, it's actually one of the highest converting formats you can have to collect emails. And I'll take you guys through exactly how I set it up right now. So head over to the Shopify App Store, and this is what the app is gonna look like. You're just gonna add the app to your store, and I'll show you guys the settings you guys are gonna use and what you guys should keep in mind. When you install Wheelio on your Shopify store, you're going to go to create new campaign, and then you're gonna go to edit. From here, you name it whatever, turn on your campaign status, and then just leave all the settings as is. Go to appearance, upload your logo, and it's important to upload your logo because that's the trust factor, okay? Pop-ups might sketch out your customer, so always have like your logo and make sure to compress it as well. Make sure your color and everything matches your store theme. Super important, don't have any weird colors. And then scarcity bar, I don't really use it because I think it covers the whole customer screen, and I like to use sticky add to cart buttons. So this one just glitches everything out, but you can definitely test it. It's all down to testing. And when you're testing, make sure the data is actually significant. So make sure you're testing throughout a week and not like only a few days, because Facebook sends you different kinds of traffic day to day and it always fluctuates. So test throughout like a week or a couple weeks to really get significant data. Then we go over here to text. And I like to change the copy of the text, and I want to somehow incorporate scarcity, urgency, or trust in my copy. So for this, it's like, let's say your discount is 15%. So you would be like, went up to 15% off today only. The guiding text, you can leave it as is, or you can incorporate some form of copy into it as well. For the Wheelio 2.0, the text is kind of way too big for me to like incorporate any copy without it looking super spammy and filling up the screen. But down in the disclaimer, you can add copy. So you can say only 1 out of 30 people won our biggest discount this week. And then you can scroll down to the thank you message, and you can say, hooray, you've hit a coupon code, which is 15% off, and say that's our biggest discount. Something like that, right? To make them feel that, hey, they won the jackpot or the lottery, right? As for the triggers, we're just doing user leave intent, no pull out tab, okay? Just on users leave intent. And then for the coupon slices, we're making sure that if we're giving them 15% off, then every other discount is below it, okay? And we're gonna set the gravity of every other code as 0. So let's say this is 15% off. Every other code and discount should be less than 15%. So we would change this 20% to like 1% or something like that. We're trying to make it seem like they're winning the jackpot, okay? And then for integrations, it's really simple to integrate Wheelio to Klaviyo. You're basically just going to integrations, and then you're just connecting your Klaviyo API key, which is really self-explanatory. Klaviyo has the resource and it's super straightforward. It's only gonna take you like a couple minutes to integrate it all, but that's pretty much it. And then every time Wheelio collects an email, they're just sending it to a newsletter in Klaviyo, and then they're gonna push it to one of the flows. But that's basically it for the email marketing part. It was super simple. What I would have done different was I would actually start sending campaigns out, and I think that would increase my revenue by maybe 5 to 10%. And the way I would do that is I would just hire a VA and schedule them to send out at least 2 emails every week. So we're gonna have a VA that sends that out. You're gonna have a copywriter and you're gonna have a designer. Or you can have a flow that sends out 2 emails every week, and you can just have your VA team just build it all out, or you can build it out yourself too. I don't think you have to create any crazy emails, since the reason again why they sign up onto your email list is for discounts. So really straightforward emails. Again, if I miss anything, let me know, DM me. Also have all like the templates and stuff below this video, so I hope it helps you guys out. I'll see you guys in the next video.